The film opens with Noah, a young, lonely woman. In this world, she has no family, no parents, no siblings. Her only support and caretaker is her close friend. Looking for a life partner, Noah creates a profile on a dating website and starts searching for a guy to marry. One day, after chatting online with a guy, she decides to meet him in person. They meet at a hotel restaurant and sit down for dinner to get to know each other. But soon, Noah realizes the guy is strange. He's rude, has terrible manners, and doesn't care about cleanliness. After the meal, Noah bluntly tells him, "I don't like you. You're not like me, and I can't marry you." Hurt, the guy insults her and storms off. As Noah walks back to her car, she senses someone following her, but it turns out to be just her imagination, a regular guy passing by. Later, she meets her friend and tells her the guy was very weird and she didn't like him at all. Days pass. Noah stays busy with chores but is still quietly searching for the right guy. Later, while shopping, people start staring at her strangely. She ignores them and continues. At the store, she meets a young man named Steve. His calm demeanor and way of speaking draw her in. They talk, become friends, and exchange numbers. When Noah tells her friend about Steve, her friend says happily, "Great, I'll stop searching online and look for someone good nearby." One evening, Steve texts Noah to meet him. At dusk, she arrives at a local bar where the owner is also a friend of hers. They sit, talk for hours, and Noah enjoys his company. Steve says, "I'm alone in the world. I'm a well-known surgeon. You can even Google me. I do amazing surgeries." As the night goes on, they share several glasses of wine. They start to like each other's company and decide to go back to Steve's place to spend more time. The next morning, Noah wakes up and snaps a picture of Steve. She's starting to like him. While showering, she calls her friend and sends the photo, saying, "I like him. We were together last night and he really took care of me. We had a great time." Her friend replies, "Okay, if you really like him, send me his social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, anything. I want to see what kind of guy he is." But Noah says Steve has no social media accounts or any online presence. Her friend is shocked. How is that even possible these days? Still, they spend more time together. One day, Steve smiles and says, "I've planned a special trip for you. If you come with me, I'll show you something amazing, but I can't tell you what it is yet." Noah agrees and tells her friend. Her friend warns, "Okay, but please take care of yourself. Keep in touch and let me know where you are and if you're safe." They hit the road, but as they leave the city, Noah's phone loses signal. She can't update her friend on their location. Night falls and they arrive at Steve's house. Inside, Noah notices some strange pictures on the walls, but ignores them and follows Steve. They start drinking, but suddenly Noah blacks out and falls. Steve's true nature is revealed. When Noah wakes up, she's chained up. Terrified, she cries out, "What do you want from me? Why are you tying me up? Let me go." Steve's face shows no mercy. Calmly, he says, "I brought you here for a special purpose. I'm going to cut your body into pieces and sell them. Until I sell every part, you'll stay locked up here. There are people who like to eat human flesh, and I supply that meat." Noah is horrified. Meanwhile, since she hasn't messaged her friend grows worried and texts her repeatedly. But Steve responds to her friend using Noah's phone. He sends a photo from the internet saying, "We just arrived here." Noah screams. Then she hears another girl's voice in a nearby room, also captive. The girl says, "Steve not only sells the meat, but eats it himself. He only kidnaps girls who have no family or ties nearby, so no one comes looking for them." Another girl in the next room has gone insane, murmuring to herself. Noah's friend gets increasingly alarmed. She tries to Google Steve but finds no surgeon by that name. This makes her suspect someone else is using Noah's phone. She searches the photo Steve sent and finds it's a generic image stolen from a website. Now she's sure Noah is in serious danger. Meanwhile, Steve is cutting up girls' bodies, storing the parts in sealed boxes along with photos and other keepsakes, so his buyers get twisted satisfaction. The boxes are shipped out. Noah pretends to take a bath but is really looking for a chance to escape. When she tries, Steve catches her and violently knocks her unconscious. When she wakes, she feels something missing. Steve gave her an anesthetic and performed surgery. As punishment for trying to flee, he amputated her lower body. Meanwhile, Noah's friend goes to the bar where Noah met Steve and gets information from the owner. The investigation reveals Steve isn't his real name. No social media accounts exist, but his wife and address are found. Noah is in unbearable pain. At that moment, Steve brings another girl to be butchered. Noah notices a magazine lying nearby with a note. "If you're reading this, Steve likes you, and you can escape whenever you get the chance." The note was left by a girl held there before Noah. Later, Noah calls out to the girl in the next room, saying Steve deserves a painful death, as do all who eat human flesh. Meanwhile, Noah's friend reaches Steve's wife's home. She messages the bar owner, "If I don't come back, come here to find me." Then she confronts Steve's wife, telling her husband has kidnapped Noah and that both are missing. The wife is shocked and says, "My husband can't do something this horrible. You must be mistaken." Meanwhile, Noah asks Steve, "What does human flesh taste like? And how does it feel after you eat it?" Steve thinks the question is weird, but he proudly says, "Human flesh tastes way better than anything else." At the same time, Noah's friend is still talking with Steve's wife when suddenly, Steve shows up and acts like he doesn't even know Noah in front of her. Noah's friend secretly calls Noah's phone, and when the phone rings right next to Steve, it becomes obvious this really is Steve. Then, Steve's wife sneaks up from behind and knocks Noah's friend out cold. Steve walks over to Noah and asks why she was curious about the taste of human flesh. Calmly, she replies, "I just wanted to see if it's really that good that people crave it." Steve ignores her and leaves, leaving her clothes behind. We then find out Steve had cut off and sold one of his wife's legs. Like Noah, he had brought her from somewhere and then married her. Now that she fully supported him, he had no plans to kill her. Once again, Steve puts a girl's flesh into a fridge already packed with pieces from other girls. He had even eaten some himself. In the backyard, we see him cutting a girl up with some kind of tool. A devil's symbol is visible nearby, a detail to remember. That night, Steve and Noah eat together. Since Noah's lower body was severed, sitting was agonizing for her. She asks, "How long have you been doing all this?" While eating, Steve says, "I first tasted a girl's flesh when I was 19, and I found it incredibly pleasurable. Of course, I couldn't tell anyone. Later, I met others who shared the same taste, and I realized people like me actually exist. They weren't ordinary folks. They were extremely wealthy and didn't hesitate to pay whatever I asked for the flesh." Afterwards, Steve serves Noah a dish made of human flesh, which she manages to swallow. She tells him, "It tastes exactly like you said. Amazing." But she's only saying that to gain his trust. Meanwhile, we catch a glimpse of those rich, twisted people who enjoy eating young girls' flesh. Their plates also show the same devil symbol. Steve leaves Noah locked in a room and takes her friend to butcher her flesh, while Noah has no idea what's happening. When Noah returns, she feels anxious and sick from having just eaten human flesh. Steve performs surgery on Noah's friend, separating her flesh. Then he brings new clothes for Noah and says, "Tonight, we'll dine together." Noah prepares herself, looking for a chance to escape. With a fake smile, she meets Steve, but he forces her to eat the flesh of the crazy girl who used to sing constantly. Later, he shows Noah a wooden wall lined with boxes containing the personal belongings of dead girls. Customers who order flesh along with the belongings get information about the girl they're eating. Noah asks, "Where are my things?" Steve calmly replies, "I haven't kept your stuff yet because I wasn't planning on ending you." Noah glances at her friend's phone and immediately realizes her friend is imprisoned in the same place. The heartbreak brings tears, but she steels herself and stays focused. Then they eat together. After the meal, trying to lighten the mood, Noah initiates a romantic moment, but suddenly she lands a brutal strike to Steve's leg. The hit is so hard a chunk of flesh tears off, splattering blood on his face. Taking advantage of the chaos, Noah quietly grabs keys and frees her friend, along with another girl locked up there. That girl has only one leg, so they try to get her upstairs using the elevator, but Steve is waiting and blocks their way. Noah and her friend arrive together and beat Steve until he's injured. But Steve recovers quickly and launches a violent counterattack, brutally beating Noah. The one-legged girl risks her life to save Noah. Then the three of them together give Steve a painful lesson. They cut him into pieces and mercilessly eat him. Meanwhile, the bar owner, who's been looking for Noah's friend, arrives outside. The girls flee the house, but Steve chases them with a gun. He tries to find them, but they're already hidden. Meanwhile, Steve's wife enters the house and, seeing blood everywhere, realizes the girls escaped. Steve keeps hunting for Noah, but her friend ambushes him from behind. The girls attack again, beating him mercilessly. Finally, Noah grabs his own gun and shoots him, ending his reign forever. And they're all safe. Noah's phone is missing, so she sets out to find it. Meanwhile, Steve's wife discovers Steve's body and orders her staff to store it in the fridge. Then she runs into Noah, pretending to be on the run from Steve too, but suddenly tries to kill Noah by choking her, wanting revenge for her husband's death. Noah summons the courage to stab a nail into the woman's neck and tries to escape, but she's caught again. This time, as Steve's wife is about to finish her off, Noah's friend arrives and attacks, stepping up in true friendship. She beats Steve's wife so severely that she dies.